behind the camera today. We're here at the Lexington Avenue Brewery in Asheville on Lexington Avenue. We're here with Jonathan and Bruce, the brewers here. We're back in the brewery itself, and the tap room and the rest of the facilities are outside of where we are now. We'll show you some of that on the still figures later. Thanks for having us here today. Of course. Good. We'd love to talk about the beer. One of my favorite beers comes out of this facility, and we won't say what it is, but go to our website or to some of our work, and you'll see one of our listings for one of our favorite all-time beers comes out of this very facility, out of these guys' hands, and they don't have it today. Again, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. That's how we keep you coming back.
That's right. Time again.
Right.
So, is there a flagship or two flagships or something you can always expect to have at Lexington Avenue? Lexington Avenue Brewery, also known as Lab. LAB. That's how we got the Lab.
Yep.
So at Lab, if I always come in, if I was a regular in the community, can I always find something or is it something different all the time?
Well, as of right now, we've got 8 available taps, and we like to have 4 or 5 beers that you can expect to get when you walk through the doors. When somebody finds something they like to be able to expect to be able to get it. So, of the 8 available taps, we usually try to keep 4 or 5 on all the time, which gives us a little bit of room for experimentation and seasonal.
But not a lot, because the production demands are pretty good on you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
If there was a flagship, it would probably be our cream ale or our IPA. Those seem to move the most. So we try to always have those on. Our cream ale is our light, easy crisp, year-round beer. It comes in at right around 4.5%, done with a little bit of corn, and then just clean and drinkable. I mean, it pairs well with lawnmowers, hamburgers, ball games. And our IPA is kind of right in the middle. It's not West Coast. It's not traditional English style IPA. It's an American IPA.
Particular brand of hops usually, or that moves around?
No, it's we strive for consistency here, and we use Summit hops, Cascade hops, the main hops we use in our IPA. We have a 15-barrel brew house, which you see behind us. We brew right now probably twice a week, and it's just the 4 fermenters. So it's a lot of jumping, to keep 8 beers on constantly. But it's a bad day brewing beats a good day at most other jobs.
That's right.
So we don't mind brewing and brewing again.
Sounds good. And if you want a lab beer, you're going to have to come to this facility or to one of the locations. The Thirsty One South now has the lab product. But basically, if you want a lab beer, you need to come to Lab in Asheville and try a beer that these guys know what you're thinking. They'll have had their hands in that beer. Right. So you've been here a little longer than Jonathan, I think.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So you're like a brew team. And I know the production, you kind of are always doing something different too. The creativity.
Right.
What's like the most creative thing you've ever put out the door? Successfully.
We had a pumpkin porter back this past Halloween that was pretty successful. A lot of people really enjoyed it.
And the first time they'd done a pumpkin porter here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
With this brand on it.
And that was well received. And we have we have an imperial rye we like to do pretty often. It feels pretty unique. Try out the hell out of it.
And if you can say on camera, you get a fair amount of freedom to do what you need to do here as brewers.
Yeah.
I know within some limits.
Yep. We're both are avid home brewers. That's how we started. And we still love to homebrew, and that's kind of where our experimentation comes in.
Okay.
And
small batch.
Yeah, small batches. We always try something out in the small system first before we go.
And if one of those clicks, you might bring it to somebody here and say, you want to try this.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, right now, we've got something really interesting in the works. We have a collaboration beer that we're doing with Asheville Brewing Company, just right up the road.
ABC, right.
And it's a dark Belgian strong, and it's going to have some special ingredients, which you all have to come down and try out.
And we're looking for that. Is that a spring thing or?
No. That'll
maybe
be
in winter.
That'll be in about
Christmas release.
Yeah, it'll be in Christmas.
Great. Good.
Yeah.
Look forward to that. And it'll only be available here in their facility.
Yes. Yep.
Good. So, do you think you guys have a brew philosophy at Brewers?
Well, if we did have a philosophy, we like to take styles and kind of push them a little bit. You know, we aren't as interested in fitting into a specific category when we're brewing a beer. We like, we like to push yeasts at different temperatures.
So you're not a
Some
strict
people might-
stylist?
No, not strict stylists, although we adhere to them. We like to enter competitions when we can, so if you're entering a competition, Americans are very, very particular about their style guidelines.
That's right.
So we try to fit within those parameters, but we never are glued to them.
So, if you can, talk about what else goes on here besides the beer. There's a great, is there a restaurant, full restaurant?
Oh yeah, full restaurant.
Awesome pub food.
Yeah, the best pub food that I've ever had, and a lot of that is we actually, our spent grain that we use every time we brew, we take our about 1,500 pounds of spent grain, which is the grain that we've used to pull the sugars out of that we ferment, and our farmer comes and picks up that spent grain, takes it to his farm, feeds it to his cows. Happy cows equals good beef.
And the beef comes back here?
Comes back here, and
so it's a full
turn into
cycle.
our steaks. And
That's great. So,
all of our steaks, our burgers, all of our local beef products. Oh yeah.
That's great. And then there's an entertainment facility with live bands, live music.
We have a top-notch venue in the
And
back.
how often is there live?
Probably
Every weekend for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
2
more.
to 3 days a week.
yeah, 2 to 3 days a week. On busy weeks, when those things really rolling, we could have stuff going on in the back room like 5-6 nights a week.
Right. So someone could come here and settle in for dinner
Yeah.
and have a few beers and then stay for the show
Yeah.
and move into the back so they can get everything they need for the whole evening while you're on premises.
And then at the end of the night,
Yeah.
you can walk up the stairs up to our hostel.
I don't know what this is, okay?
Sweet Peas Hostel. It's a really well groomed, well kept hostel. I think about 30 beds.
Yeah.
Cheapest place you can stay downtown.
Okay.
And it's a short trip back from the bar.
That's right. Okay. Good. So, and the restaurant is open, what are the hours?
11:30 to 2 in the morning, and we have a late night menu that we usually kick on right around 11 p.m.
All right. And for the folks that don't know Asheville, but can find Lexington Avenue, you're where on Lexington Avenue, and what's the landmark on Lexington?
Lexington
Yeah, it's
Avenue,
actually
39 North Lexington Avenue.
okay.
It's sandwiched. It's between College Street and Walnut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great parking behind the facility, 2 great big parking decks.
Yep.
And street parking right out in front if you've got the dimes and the quarters in your pocket to do
Free all day Sunday.
free work.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys having us here today.
Oh, thank you.
It was great seeing you.
Yeah, it was awesome
We
seeing
wish you the
you.
best of luck.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move on to drink some beer. Until next time, this is the NC Beer Guys. I'm Glenn Dace behind the camera, and we're here at the Lexington Avenue Brewery.
Cheers.
Cheers, and remember, drink local and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.